It's a tomato gravy kind of morning. You all asked for it. This is a super easy recipe. And this is one that's accessible to everybody. And that's the most important thing here, is to make sure that it's accessible. Not everyone lives on a farm or cans or has access to name brand ingredients, but anyone can make this. However, this stuff is my absolute favorite. Instead of having like boxes of chicken broth on hand, which I never do, and even though I have some homemade chicken broth, accessibility. This is better than bouillon. I love this stuff. So a heaping teaspoon into a cup and a half of hot water. I'm just gonna stir that and it makes instant chicken broth. Stuff is amazing. I highly recommend. It's like, I think it's like $5, but this goes a long way versus buying cans or boxes of chicken broth. Anyway, enough about that. We don't do pork here. Just a forewarning, my mama would have made this with bacon grease. Stephen has a pork allergy, so that's not happening anymore. So with that being said, butter, if you're going to do this with bacon grease, same difference. Sausage grease, same difference. You want equal parts fat to your flour in order to make your roux. So we're doing 3 tablespoons of butter. Once that gets melted, the smell of melting butter. Again, I'm going to use my little gravy whisk. I think this one was probably Pioneer Woman. It's old. I mean, you can see I've burnt it in the past. It's all right. It still works. We're going to melt this butter. We're going to go ahead and add in, once it's melted, the exact same amount of all-purpose flour. Again, accessibility. Everyone has access to a Walmart, Dollar General, something. It doesn't have to be name brand. The only time that you'll see me recommend a specific name brand is if I feel it makes a true difference in this gravy. I honestly don't think that Gordon Ramsay or anyone is going to tell that you used Walmart flour instead of a name brand. Shh, don't tell my secret. The mama probably thought the same way. A few of our mamas did have some favorite brands and they would prefer that brand, but I guarantee if it came time to feed their family, they were going to feed their family with what they could find. All right, now that that's mostly melted, 3 tablespoons of our flour is going to go right in there. And once you put this in and you start making this roux, you really want to make sure that you kind of stir it around. You don't want it to burn. Nobody wants a burnt roux. This is delicious, served over biscuits. It's honestly delicious just eating with a spoon. This is salt. Again, I've got dried pinto beans in there. That just helps the moisture so my salt doesn't clump together. And then this is our chicken broth. See how beautiful that makes that? It's so easy. I love it. This does not have to be made in an iron skillet. Mostly all I cook in is iron skillets. Every now and then you will see me cooking something else. It's a preference, it's a thing, I don't know. I have a lot of it. I have my grandmas and my great-grandmas. So it's just what you see me do. If you're interested in how I clean my iron skillets and keep them from sticking, I will show you, but I will tell you that it's probably unorthodox and not what most Appalachians are going to tell you. But you all have seen my battery dough pop right out of this baby and how well it's seasoned. If you want my advice, I will give it to you, but don't come at me when I do. Right. You don't want this too dark of a roux for your gravy. I also like a little bit of pepper in there. Not a whole lot for tomato gravy. Salt and pepper to taste. There is no measurement I could possibly give you there. This is about how I like it. It's just a slightly nutty flavor. It doesn't really smell like flour anymore, and it's got a nice aroma to it. We're going to go ahead and put in our chicken broth. Like I said, this is about a cup and a half. I'll go ahead and dump all that at once. Then I stir that around. This already smells delicious. Did you all grow up eating tomato gravy? Well, honey, if it's gravy, we're going to eat it. Tomato gravy, regular gravy, sausage gravy, chocolate gravy. If it's gravy, I'm there for it. This is just a can of diced tomatoes. We're not going to drain them, so we want the juice and all. This is just great value. Like I said, you can use homemade canned tomatoes, or you can use homegrown tomatoes. Y'all, I'm terrible, by the way, at using an electric can opener. I don't know why. It's an easy thing. Most people say, I like a handheld still. I can't help it. So you see what this is looking like. We've stirred it. It's a beautiful gravy already. Here is the star of the show. 1 can of diced tomatoes. See, just petite diced tomatoes, and we don't drain that. We stir this up. I like to let it thicken just a little bit. I like my gravy a little on the thicker side. I don't like real runny gravy. And this is exactly how my mama would have served me tomato gravy, minus the fact that there's no bacon grease in here. And then hang on, and we'll pour this on some biscuits and we'll take a bite. Alright guys, let's serve up this tomato gravy. I've got a biscuit that is fresh from the oven. I'm just gonna pop her open. Look at all those layers in there. And then, of course, you know, as if it's not buttery enough, we need a fresh pat of butter there. This is the tomato gravy. I've let this sit about 5 minutes. Those canned tomatoes really release some moisture. The longer it sits, the better it'll get. But I'm hungry and I can't wait. I need tomato gravy now. Like I said, the longer this sits, the thicker it'll get. I like mine a lot thicker than this, but I'm starving. It's breakfast. I'll let this cool a second and then we'll take a bite together. All right, this has cooled down about as much as I'm gonna let it cool down. So I can't wait to take a bite. Tomato gravy, guys. The bottom on the biscuit is crunchy. It's perfect. Go make this. I promise your family's gonna love it. It's so easy you can't fail.